Rinne-Hatake here, back with another video, and today I'm here to upload to you guys, what if Naruto ate the Uo and this will be, well, this won't be the second part to it, this will actually be the remastered version. So this will be, well, what if Naruto ate the Uo remastered part 1, something like that. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it, but yeah. Without further ado, let's finally begin the new version of What If Naruto Ate You. So, in the world of Naruto, the one known as Naruto Uzumaki was born into the world as his parents were war heroes, or one of them, but the other was also known as the Red Hot Habanero, and the other, the Yellow Flash of the Leaf. The Yellow Flash of the Leaf, Minato no Mikaze, had finally become the Hokage, the fourth Hokage to be exact, as he was the savior of the village. But there was one of his apprentices, oh, I can't say it right. You know, his students, okay? One of his students was out there, rogue, and then that student was called Obito Uchiha, and he caused plenty of trouble for the village by using the Nine Tails to attack the village. And it was the time of the Nine Tails attack that everything really changed for Naruto, as he was going to have parents. But after the incident of the Nine Tails, Naruto had no more parents. His parents were gone, killed in action. And I'm really sorry for any background noises that you can hear, but we move. As Naruto growing up would be known as a freak, a human freak, just a human trash really. They just called him names, stared at him with angry looks, and under their breaths they'd all wish that Naruto would die. They don't even know Naruto's true parents, but they just really hated Naruto for something that he didn't even do. Since the villagers don't really have much IQ, they just thought that Naruto was, well, the Nine Tails itself. So they always beat Naruto, senseless. But Naruto would always recover due to the Nine Tails, his chakra just helping him out. Since the Nine Tails doesn't want to die. Because, if the host dies, so does the Nine Tails. But we move. As well, Naruto continues growing up, and he does have a few friends here and there, but his only friends, true friends, were Shikamaru and Choji, and that's basically it. As Shikamaru and Choji would play with Naruto at the park, but on one occasion, when they were all playing at the park, Shikamaru's parents and Choji's parents came to pick them up, as they left Naruto there, alone. But there was one villager who saw Naruto all alone, without anyone, as he called his villager friends, saying, "Hey guys, look, it's the demon! Let's get him!" As Naruto hears those words, his eyes widen, saying, oh no, as he starts to run as far as he possibly can, running through the forest. As I'm really sorry for any background noises that you can hear. Yeah, if you heard that, I'm sorry. But we move, as well, Naruto just continued running through the forest, running, and Naruto just doesn't know where to go. He just follows wherever he feels like it's right to go. But Naruto ran way too far into the forest, and I'm gonna say plot that he ran into a secret passageway to get into the Forest of Death, as that was the old passageway that the third Hokage sealed off, since it was too dangerous. But Naruto didn't know that, and so did the other villagers. They didn't know it. They didn't know any better, but they didn't follow Naruto due to the sign there, saying, well, it's just a warning sign, but the warning sign states, if you enter, you'll die. As the villagers thought, that stupid Naruto, he'll die now. Now we will celebrate the death of the demon, as they all left, laughing and cheering, saying, "Hooray, the demon will die!" As they just celebrate throughout the streets of Konoha. But Naruto actually ran through the passageway as Naruto slipped and fell, tripping. As Naruto is like not inside the forest of death, but somehow is just outside. The fences. There was a secret passageway that led near the forest of death. As Naruto realizes that the villagers might possibly still be after him. So, without thinking, Naruto jumps over the fence and tries to hide in the forest. As Naruto finds a little shelter under a tree that he can rest on, or rest under. As Naruto closes his eyes and just hopes the villagers don't find him as he goes to bed with a hungry stomach. As when he wakes up, Naruto is just there. He's not injured or anything, no wounds on him. As Naruto tries to get up, but Naruto feels very weak, saying, I'm so hungry. I need food. As Naruto barely has the strength to get up, starts moving, as he sees an oddly looking fruit that was just on a branch on a branch of a tree. And the trees were pretty massive, but there was one tree that was pretty massive though, and there was one strange fruit on it. As Naruto decides to climb it, even though he barely has the strength. He failed three times, as Naruto fell over and over, but he finally did it, reaching the fruit. As Naruto says, "It doesn't matter if this fruit's poisonous or not. This will be my last meal either way." As Naruto closes his eyes, grabs the fruit, and takes a bite. As Naruto hoping that he wouldn't die, but Naruto, to his surprise, the fruit just tasted horrible. Nothing bad happened to him. As Naruto just starts saying, "Ugh, that fruit was disgusting." But he continues eating it either way. As the second bite goes down his throat, he realizes it doesn't taste as bad now. He was just wondering, the fruit doesn't taste bad now. As Naruto just eats the whole fruit. Just eats it all of it. As Naruto feels stuffed. But Naruto accidentally slipped. As Naruto yells, "Oh no!" As Naruto yells, in an instant, Naruto subconsciously activates the powers of the Yua no Mi. As Naruto, his eyes change as horns grow into Naruto's head. Well, just small ones, not the same as Kaido, since Naruto isn't ready for that yet. But Naruto just grows a little bit of horns, and he transforms as Naruto's body just glows as purple lightning, or just lightning in general, come off his body. Or it starts to come off his body as Naruto transforms into a dragon. And it's not a massive, super massive dragon like Kaido's dragon, but it's just a tiny dragon. You know that pink dragon from One Piece? Yeah, it's just about that size, since Naruto isn't, he isn't the same, height and strength and stuff like that as Kaido is, so he's not gonna have a full-size dragon already. As Naruto realizes he's a dragon, as he freaks out saying, I'm a dragon! I'm a dragon! As Naruto flies around, realizing that it's so fun, as he just plays around in the forest, as he doesn't know how to transform back, but he subconsciously does it. As Naruto thinks to himself, I have powers. I have powers. I have powers now. As Naruto realizes that he can actually become the Hokage with these powers. So Naruto just decides to keep this a secret. As the Hokage was frantically searching for Naruto, seeing if he left the village or whether he's gone or not, as Hiruzen just looks for him using his crystal ball, trying to find Naruto. But in his frantic haste, he doesn't realize that Naruto was in the Forest of Death all along. Since Naruto is about the age of 6 years old, he enters the academy at about, let's just say 8 years old. So Naruto spends about 2 years in there. Just exactly 2 years. spending a lot of time training and building up his endurance. And Naruto was fast. When I mean fast, I mean really, really fast. As Naruto had to get used to the terrain and everything in the Forest of Death, and he had to learn how to hunt, use weapons, and create his own weapons. With wood, of course, since he didn't have any other sharp knives or anything or kunais. And Naruto had to learn how to cook his own meals. So he basically has the abilities of Sanji. Sanji's cooking abilities. As he also has the abilities of, well, he has the cooking abilities. Yeah, just the cooking abilities of Sanji. And to be honest, he likes using a sword, really. He likes swords. And he does find just a cool looking branch, and he carves it into a wooden sword, so he basically has some swordsmanship like Zoro does, but isn't the best at it. But Naruto prefers a club, since Naruto found an old club in there. He found an old club that was used by, I don't know, some sort of ninja, and he starts using that, and he really likes it. But Naruto isn't strong enough to lift it just yet. So Naruto spent his whole 2 years in there training, like I've stated. As Naruto comes out the forest, he is ripped, absolutely ripped. As Naruto doesn't have a beard or anything, but he looks even more freaky. As Naruto has horns now. His horns have grown a bit, as his height also just grows. As Naruto isn't a short kid, he's about, I'd say, 5'5" at this point. At 8 years old, that's a pretty impressive height. So Naruto is a pretty tall guy, as people don't even recognize him, as his hair just changed from the yellow color to the blonde color to a bit of a, let's say, a dark. I was gonna say dark brown, but let's just say it changed to a bit of a blackish color. Yeah, blackish color. The color of Menma's hair, from one of the Naruto movies. That's basically what his hair looks like, a black color. So yeah, that's his hair color, but we move. As Naruto goes to his old apartment and, cleans it up a bit, gets his stuff, and gets ready to go to the academy as Naruto arrives at the academy. And this was just the entrance, or the first day. As Naruto arrives at the academy as Iruka. When he sees the kid who enters the room, he freaks out, saying, "Who are you?" As Iruka immediately takes out a kunai, saying, "What are you doing here?" As Naruto looks at Iruka, saying, "Oh, Iruka-sensei, been a while." As Iruka is so confused, saying, "Who are you? I don't know who you are." As Naruto looks at him, saying, "Well, the name is..." As Naruto realizes, they don't know who he is now. And Naruto has a bit of a mischievous idea. He decides to call himself Kaido. As Naruto says, "Well, I'm a new student. The name's Kaido." As Naruto, that's gonna be Naruto's alias, as he will hide his true identity from the world, or from just Konoha in general. He's just gonna hide his true identity, as he calls himself Kaido. As the others look at Naruto, seeing how jacked he looks, bro. Naruto isn't just going in with a shirt, he's shirtless right now. He's wearing some black pants, some black ninja pants, and the ninja shoes with some bandages on one leg. As Naruto's also wearing a pretty cool black fur cape or something like that. As Naruto just sits down and starts paying attention. But Naruto doesn't really truly need this education, or he kind of does, since he's not that smart. He barely pays attention to class, but he does somewhat. But that's not the point. The first day finishes up, and they're gonna do a bit of sparring, as Naruto is up against Sasuke Uchiha. As Sasuke looks at Naruto, saying, "You might look all tough, but I'll show you who's truly tough." And Sasuke's still not emo, so no emo Sasuke just yet. As Naruto looks at Sasuke, saying, We'll see about that, little boy. As Sasuke, hearing those words, gets a little angry, rushing at Naruto, saying, "Don't call me little boy!" As Sasuke does a spinning back kick, landing straight at Naruto's face. That didn't even work, as Naruto grabs Sasuke's foot and starts spinning him over and over and throws him out the circle. As Naruto immediately wins without even touching or just punching Sasuke. As Sasuke's furious, saying, "I want a rematch!" And I'm really sorry if you can hear that. Like um, that truck. I think it's a truck. I'm sorry if you can hear that. But we move. As Sasuke's still furious, saying, "I want a rematch. Kaido, fight me!" As Naruto, or Kaido, looks at Sasuke, saying, "We'll fight again some other time." As he leaves, as a few more years go by, as Naruto is now 12 years old, and he's at an impressive height of 6 foot. Yeah, 6 foot. He's grown like a lot. Oh, yeah, he's grown like a lot. So he's at about 6 foot. But we move as Naruto was placed into a team with Sasuke and Sakura, as well. Sakura feels that she's so lucky to be with the hottest two guys at school, but to be honest, both of them really don't like Sakura. They feel like she's useless, and to be honest, it's kind of true. If you guys don't like me calling Sakura useless, then please tell me, or enlighten me, and say what Sakura did in the first seasons of Naruto, the beginning of Naruto, basically, that helped Naruto or Sasuke out. Yeah, comment what Sakura did, not in Shippuden, but in the very first parts of Naruto. Whatever she could do to help them out. And to be honest, she could really do nothing until Shippuden and Boruto. But that's not the point. We're not here to talk about Sakura. But let's move. As Kakashi, who took the long way around the village, finally arrived after 3 hours. And Naruto didn't pull any pranks this time, as Naruto and Sasuke were just sitting down quietly, waiting patiently. As Sakura was just there, trying to flirt it up with Sasuke and Naruto, or as she knows him as Kaido. But, Kakashi looks and opens the door and looks at his team, saying, "Oh, well, sorry, I was lost in the passive." But before he can finish, Naruto looks at Kakashi, saying, "Don't even bother," as Naruto stood up. And I don't know how tall Kakashi is, but I think Naruto is just taller than Kakashi. I'm not sure how tall Kakashi really is. So, yeah, my bad if I'm getting the height wrong, but yeah, we move. As they all head up to the rooftop, introduce themselves, and it's mostly similar, but Sasuke is the same, Sakura's the same, but Naruto says he wants to be the strongest shinobi. And he doesn't say he wants to be Hokage this time. I know that's what excuse me. I know that was his dream, but now he changed it up. Since he feels like he's so powerful, he feels like maybe it's time for him to show the villagers his true power by becoming the most powerful shinobi and not becoming the Hokage. So yeah, that's his true dream now. But we move as they do their introductions, and Kakashi tells them not to eat breakfast the next day due to them having, well, the bell test, as Naruto doesn't even listen and walks away. And so does Sasuke and Sakura. As Sakura tries to flirt it up with Sasuke again, Sasuke instantly turns her down. As Naruto heads off back to his home and starts doing some training. As Naruto can already talk with Kurama. I know there was like some point where he can't talk to Kurama. You need like some sort of deal or something. But this time Naruto can easily talk with Kurama, since he's already way more powerful than his past self. And Naruto in this timeline, let's say would be really, really OP. So yeah, we move as Naruto just talks to Kurama, has some mental training and stuff like that. But we move to the bell test now, as they wait patiently for Kakashi, but Kakashi's still not there. But Naruto, he's a little bit of an odd one, since Naruto already likes the taste of sake. If you don't know what sake is, it's just alcohol basically. As Naruto is really loving alcohol, as Naruto's never tried it before. He thought it was just water, but after he tried it once, he's really liking it. So he's got a big jug. A big jug. You know the thing that Tanjiro was supposed to blow and destroy? Yeah, that's basically what sake, well, what container Naruto's using to drink the sake out of. As Naruto just drinks and is having a fun time. And Naruto just drinking and having a little bit of fun while waiting for Kakashi. As Sasuke is so confusing. You're drinking. That's underage drinking, Naruto. No, he doesn't say Naruto, but Kaido. That's underage drinking. What do you think you're doing? Kakashi told us not to. But Naruto interrupts, saying, Kakashi doesn't even know what he's talking about. Only idiots would not eat breakfast. Because that's the most important meal of the day. If you don't eat breakfast, how are you supposed to get your energy? And he's doing this on purpose to starve us. So I did eat my breakfast, and I'm just gonna have some fun while drinking some sake. As Naruto just continues drinking sake, as Kakashi finally arrives. As Naruto, he's not really drunk, he's just drank a lot, but not drunk. As Naruto finally just closes his bottle of sake, saying, you finally arrived, Kakashi. As, well, Naruto just looks at Kakashi, saying, when are we gonna start this bell test? As Kakashi tells them, we're gonna begin now. As Kakashi does explain the bell test to them, as Sakura does complain, but they move on. They go to the training grounds, as Kakashi yells, begin! As the bell test starts, as both Sasuke and Sakura hide in the bushes while Naruto just opens up his sake bottle, sits down, and drinks. Yeah, insane, right? As Kakashi looks at Naruto and feels a little irritated, saying, the arrogant type I see. As Kakashi decides to do something similar but opens his book. As Naruto looks at not Sasuke, but Kakashi, saying, so Kakashi, are you gonna attack me or not? As Kakashi just gets a little more infuriated, saying, if that's what you want, then you'll get it. As Kakashi's still reading his book, dashes towards Naruto and kicks him in the face. As Naruto takes the full force blow, as Kakashi looks at Naruto's face for just a few seconds, seeing that Naruto didn't even budge. As Naruto just grabs Kakashi's foot and throws him aside, and continues drinking. As Naruto finally closes his sake bottle, saying, I've had enough of you, Kakashi. As Naruto brings out his club. Naruto was just holding his club. Well, the club was just hanging on his back, as he finally takes out the club, saying, I've had enough of you. As Naruto basically just dashes towards Kakashi in such speeds, Kakashi didn't even register what Naruto was doing. He did put away his book, but he didn't see what Naruto was doing. As Naruto yells out, I don't even know what the move was called. I know it was Thunder something. I don't know how to say it, because I feel like I'm gonna butcher the name. I don't know how to say it, but hey, it was something Thunder, okay? It was Thunder something. So, you guys can tell me what the name is, or just help me how to say it in general. But for now, I'm just gonna call it Thunder Strike, okay? Thunder Strike. As Naruto yells, Thunder Strike! As he hits Kakashi square in the face with that iron club. As Kakashi instantly blacks out. As he thinks to himself, what the hell is that strength? As Kakashi was sent through 5 trees. This Naruto did hold back a bit. As Kakashi just lay on some trees unconscious. As Kakashi just blood coming from his face, bro. He looks pretty beaten, as Kakashi's eyes were dilated. I'm surprised Kakashi even survived that. As Naruto looks at Kakashi, saying, "Is that all you got, Kakashi? Get up and fight me." As Kakashi was just faking. That was just a fake. He substitutes. Okay, that was just a fake. As Kakashi was on underground and tries to use the headhunter jutsu, but it doesn't work, as Naruto just tries to stomp Kakashi's foot, as Kakashi just gets out of the ground and takes this seriously, taking out a Sharingan, and as someone who was watching sees the Sharingan, gets furious, saying, "Kakashi, where did you get those eyes?" As Sasuke tries to pick a fight, but Sasuke gets himself whooped, as well, Sasuke just gets himself absolutely battered. Kakashi throws a left hook at Sasuke. Sasuke, just too blind to see the attack, gets hit square in the face as Kakashi does the hidden lotus. Yeah, he does know that due to my guy. As Sasuke just absolutely destroyed. As Kakashi looks back at Naruto saying, "Let's continue our fight." As the fight continues, as well, Naruto grabs his club again, and it's covered with electricity. As Naruto yells, "Let's see if you can handle it. Thunder Strike!" As Naruto was already in front of Kakashi yet again, and Kakashi's so surprised. He doesn't know how Naruto's able to move at such speeds. He knows that Naruto's just a genin. He's just a genin, but he's moving at the speeds of possibly Hokage levels. As Naruto strikes Kakashi, but Kakashi barely dodges, as that attack destroys the half the training ground. As Kakashi widens his eyes, saying, "This can be troublesome." As he tries to kick Naruto, and they have a bit of a taijutsu bout, as Naruto just using his club to parry any attack that Kakashi throws at him. But to be honest, he could tank any attack that Kakashi throws at him. But yeah, but Kakashi decides to bring out his most powerful attack, the Chidori. He uses the Chidori on his left hand and tries to use it against Naruto. Since he knows Naruto could probably take this attack, he just uses it, and Naruto gets stabbed straight on his right side. Yeah, in his right side. So he basically gets that electrocute, that scar that Kaido has on his chest, basically. Yeah, he got that from Kakashi. As Kakashi stabs Naruto, as Naruto coughs out a bit of blood, saying, "So, is that how you're gonna do it?" As Naruto grabs Kakashi, just holds him in place, and yells, "Thunder Strike!" slamming his massive club straight at Kakashi's face, sending him flying. Kakashi KO'd, knocked out. As Kakashi will be knocked out for at least, I don't know, he's not in a coma, but he'll be in the hospital for about a month or so. But yeah, I'm gonna leave it off here, so hopefully you guys enjoyed this new, well, not really new, but the new version of the What If Naruto Ate You no Mi. But without further ado, I'll see you guys in the next What If scenario. Peace.